Good morning. This is the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Friday, April 17th. Looking at precipitation, it's been a dry week, past 7 days on the right, percent of normal, 0 to less than 25% of normal, where you see the dark red. Only some areas in eastern Idaho, western Wyoming had near or above normal precipitation. You see those amounts here on the left-hand side, just a bit across the higher terrain, but quite dry the further west you get. Snowfall the past 72 hours, there was some significant accumulation, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches across the high terrain of northern Utah into western Wyoming and even into the mountains of central Idaho, the highest terrain. Snow cover on the map, of course, this time of year with the increasing sun angle, no longer days, most of the snow has disappeared or long since disappeared across the lower elevations below 6,000 feet, mainly confined to elevations of 7,000 feet or higher, but you can see still snowpack of several feet in the dark purple. A look at fuel moisture, 100-hour fuels, quite dry in many areas. Actually, this is an old image. We'll bypass this. Go to the satellite imagery. Again, our next weather maker is a little weak trough low pressure off the Southern California coast and another weak one off the Northern California coast. They'll kind of pivot together and bring some more moisture to the region late in the weekend. But in the short term, we should see some gradual drying across the Great Basin. So we'll go into later today. You can see there's that moisture. It's confined mainly across the southern half of the geographic area, mainly south of I-80, where we'll see some clouds, and the further south and west you go, the better the chances of some moisture. Good overall dispersion here on the right-hand side, areas in the white and yellow. Transport winds on the left kind of weak, except picking up a bit out of the south as you head into the southern portion of the Great Basin. On the right-hand side, vertical mixing in the yellow and the orange, really good, anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 feet above ground level. On Saturday, nothing super organized. There'll be some weak blobs of moisture, one coming out of northern Nevada, one in southern Utah. So a mix of clouds and sun across the Great Basin would be the best way to describe it, and you can't rely on the chance of a brief shower. Excellent overall dispersion in most areas in the white. Saturday, those transport winds will be picking up out of the west and southwest. You can see those speeds 15 to 25 in the dark green here on the left-hand side. Some locally higher gusts also across southwest Utah. Excellent overall mixing, especially areas in the orange and red. On Sunday, we, again, kind of a mixed day. There is some clouds and moisture. There's a deeper blob of moisture getting ready to move on shore across the California coast. Excellent overall dispersion with westerly winds. Transport flow pretty decent out of the west, and gusting to over 25 miles per hour in the orange, and even higher gusts. Quite a windy day across the higher terrain of Utah. Excellent overall dispersion. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you definitely see an improving trend in dispersion. Many more areas in the orange and red as you go through the weekend. 3-day precipitation. This is Friday evening through Monday evening. You can see light amounts here, a couple hundred, so 1/10 of an inch. Locally higher amounts, 1/4 to 1/2 inch, higher terrain of southwest Utah and parts of the Sierra Front. On Monday, a deeper blob of moisture starts moving on into western Nevada. There's been more moisture here with a closed low over northern California. Still overall decent mixing on the right-hand side. The only limitation will be areas of cloud cover. On Tuesday, that moisture quickly moves out into Colorado. There will be another wave of moisture moving into the Pacific Northwest. Northerly flow on the right-hand side with excellent overall dispersion. And another batch of clouds skirts the northern Great Basin on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, that system moves out. We get into a northwest drier flow. See the tannish colors here. The air mass is drying out. Wind flow northerly. So overall, really good dispersion. No large areas of high pressure dominating the region for any time soon. Just some light precipitation amounts. This will be Monday evening through Wednesday evening. The 8 to 14 day outlook shows drier than normal conditions across the far western Great Basin, near to slightly wetter than normal across the far east. So overall, near normal. Temperatures also near or slightly above normal. This concludes our briefing. Next one will be this coming Monday. Have a great day.